The chapter Polynomials, the first concept you'll need to answer simple one markers which will come in your board paper is to find the degree of a polynomial. Suppose they give you 2x plus 4. They'll give you p of x is equal to 2x plus 4. I'm assuming all of you know what a polynomial is because we have done it in our earlier classes, grade 9 and 8. So if they ask px is equal to 2x plus p of x is equal to 2x plus 4, what is the degree? The degree will be the power of the highest power of the xth term, which is 1. Therefore, the degree is 1. This polynomial is of degree 1. If they give you p of x is equal to say 3x6 plus 4x square plus 6x plus 3, and they'll ask you find the degree of this polynomial, the degree would be which is the highest term, 6. Therefore, the degree, this polynomial is of degree 6. Now that we got that clear, the next important concept is what are the types of polynomials we'll be learning. There are 3 types we might be learning this year. 3 types. One is a linear polynomial. A linear polynomial is polynomial of degree 1, which is like 2x plus 4. As we have mentioned here, 2x plus 4, that's a linear polynomial. Second one is quadratic polynomial. This will be important in your higher class as well as this one. Quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is of degree 2, basically 6x square plus 4x plus 3. It's of the form ax square plus bx plus c. Therefore, this is a quadratic polynomial. And then there is a cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial is a polynomial of degree 3, which is basically ax. It's of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. So these are the types of polynomials you'll be requiring. And now, the important concept to finish your first exercise of the textbook is to find zeros of a polynomial. Suppose they give you a graph and it's a quadratic polynomial. The graph of a quadratic polynomial is generally in the shape of a parabola. Assuming a parabola is in this shape. It's like a U, or it can be of any. It can be like a C, reverse C, or an ulta U. But this is the shape of a parabola. And they can ask, and this can be of equation x square plus 4x plus 3. P of x is equal to x square plus 4x plus 3. They can ask find the zeros. To find the zeros, that's basically saying like finding the roots. That's basically saying find for what value of x will this be equal to 0. So basically they're saying that find x is equal to 0. That will be this point, because at this point we know that is basically y is equal to 0, and we know at this point it's y comma a. Suppose this distance is a, we know this point is y comma a, and this point will also be a 0 as y is nothing but 0. So these will be the zeros. Suppose they give you another sort of graph. And they ask you to find the number of zeros. So there will be 2 zeros in this figure. It's a quadratic polynomial, so there will be 2 zeros. And the number of zeros in a polynomial is the highest degree it has. For example, there are 2 zeros here, so that's the polynomial is of degree 2. So similarly, this polynomial will have 6 zeros. The one with 3x6 plus 4x square plus 6x plus 3, this will have 6 zeros. This polynomial will have 1 zero. So this graph would have how many zeros? This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, this polynomial would have 5 zeros if graphed like this. If it have 5 zeros, thus it would be a degree 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the concept you require for the first exercise of this chapter.